Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. You should have already written down this chart, right, the triangle, onto a piece of paper or into a notebook or a space that you have for math that you can keep coming back to. All right, now we are going to do some examples. This is something you've done before, so I'm going to kind of go through it a little bit quick. We're going to start with an easy one. It says convert to a percent. So all that means is a percent to a decimal, a decimal to a percent is you are just going to multiply it by 100. So you are going to take your calculator, right? If you don't know what this is, and you are going to type in 0.35 times 100. 35, and I'm going to add a percent sign. That's all we're doing. All right. Convert to a percent. Well, we don't have that on our chart, but we do have a fraction, which is what we have, to a decimal, and then we just did a decimal to a percent. So you are going to do numerator, which is the top number, divided by the denominator, which is the bottom number, and get that as a decimal first. From there, we are going to times it by 100, and we are going to get 20, and we will add a percent. All right? Excuse me. For the next part, we have 84%, and they want it as a fraction. Again, we don't have a percent to a fraction, but we have that middleman of a decimal. So we're going to take our percent. We are going to divide it by 100. So we're going to do 84 divided by 100, right? It's kind of like this percent isn't here anymore. And that's going to give us 0.84. If we look at our chart that was in the corner, right? We have 0, 4, 0 ones, and we go to the hundredths. So our fraction will be 84 over 100. Now we just need to reduce it. So I know from doing this for a while, 4 goes into both of these. So I'm going to divide both of these by 4. So I will do 84 divided by 4 and get 21. I will do 100 divided by 4 and I will get 25. That cannot be simplified anymore, so that will be my answer. All right. This next one, they just want it as a decimal. So again, we are going to take the numerator, 4, divided by the denominator, 20, and we will get 0.2. Convert this to a percent. We did that before. We are just going to times by 100. 0.88 times 100, and we will get 88%. All right, one more. Write the percent as a fraction. So we did this before, right? We got to get that middleman. We got to get it to a decimal first. So we are going to take off the percent, and we are going to divide it by 100. That gives us 0.46. And if we look at that on our chart, right, the 6 is in the hundredths spot. So we would do 46 over 100, and then we would reduce it. I don't think 4 goes into both of these. Let's just do an easy one. They're both even. Let's divide them both by 2. What is 46 divided by 2? 23. What is 100 divided by 2? 50. And that's as simplified as it gets. All right? What I want you to do is start working on 6, 12, and 14, and we will come back together to answer those. 6, 12, and 14.